Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Monica. I like to post anti-MLM, so that's anti-multi-level marketing, life, and some true crime content here on this channel. So if any of that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. In today's video, I am bringing you anti-MLM content, so of course, just as a disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and just my opinions. Today is going to be part 3 of my Matilda Jane series. If you watch part 2, I did have to split this up because I was feeling a little sick, so I wanted to make sure that I had at least one video out for you guys in the beginning of the week, and that is why I had to split it up, because I just did not have enough time to edit it all at one time. So that is why if you see me wearing different clothes in part 2 and part 3, or the same clothes, whatever, you know why. So in part 1, we went over Matilda Jane, the company. In part 2, we started to go over the success guide. And in part 3, we are going to finish off with the success guide. What I have seen so far, the general consensus, I did speak about this in part 1, that a lot of people, when I was doing my research, a lot of people didn't even know that Matilda Jane was an MLM company. There were some people that were commenting on that first video saying that they too didn't know that it was an MLM company because they sell on other sites such as Zulily, Amazon, eBay. You see it. I think I even saw some on Poshmark. If I could talk, that'd be great. I think I saw some on Poshmark and everything like that. So yes, it is an MLM company. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into part 3. This is going to be the final part of my Matilda Jane series. So let's just get into it. Policies and procedures. Code of kindness. Please refer to the handbook for the specifics of our code of kindness. However, in summary, it simply refers to treating your business with an intent towards kindness. Kindness in wearing MJC, showing MJC, and sharing MJC. We have a tight sisterhood and we choose to respect the customers and Janes of our fellow trunk keepers. Matilda Jane is all about supporting each other and celebrating each other's successes. This is our code of kindness. There is that term sisterhood. We see this a lot within these MLM companies. This is a way to target some people into joining these potential recruits, because some people are looking for a sisterhood. Of course, it goes into a few more topics about the heart of Matilda Jane, qualifying show, personal orders, but I will leave this link below so that you can read this even more if you'd like to. The next topic is Spread the Love, and this is a program that was created by Matilda Jane. Every trunk keeper receives a total of $70 per season to use toward making someone happy. For example, if a customer purchased several new outfits for her daughter at a trunk show and you overheard her commenting about a cute shirt she wanted for herself but couldn't justify, you could spread the love and use the credit to get her the shirt. She'd be thrilled to have something for herself, and you have likely secured a lifelong customer. This is where it gets a little juicy, and this is where they talk about the time to spend on your business, because we know that you can work from anywhere. Just in the nooks and crannies of your day. When we know that this is a 24/7 business opportunity. Chapter 3, your daily activities. Setting up your day. What if we told you that you could work a successful Matilda Jane business by devoting just 2+ hours per day, each day, to focused activities? As with many things in life, it's not necessarily the quantity of the time you work, but the quality. 10 hours per week or 2 hours per day of planned constructive income-producing activities can be more productive than a full day of work without clear objectives. Yeah, okay, we know that these reps work their freaking butts off. This section outlines how to set up your day the Matilda Jane way. We've divided it into 4 separate 30-minute segments. Each 30 minutes should be uninterrupted but does not have to be done simultaneously. Set up your day however works best for you. Example, 1 hour in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. However you divide it, focus on these 4 sections every day. First 30 minutes, new Jane and customer search. Second 30 minutes, Jane coaching. Third 30 minutes, customer care. Fourth 30 minutes, recruiting or team building. I highly doubt that you could work only 2 hours a day and get to the tippy top of the triangle-like structure with an MLM company. That is simply not the case. We see this all the time. They say it's so easy, but if you fail, in their eyes fail, then you didn't work hard enough. But I would like to ask the uplines in Matilda Jane, if someone is working these quality 2 hours a day and they're still not making it, what's your excuse for them not being successful? They're following what the success guide says. It outlines and goes more in depth with those 4 different points that I spoke about earlier. But if we move on to chapter 4, the trunk show, they say to treat yourself like a Jane, keep it simple, create buzz and excitement with invitations, transporting and maintaining your trunk. Then there are 2 main types of shows. Some trunk keepers prefer more formal presentations, while others prefer an open house type format. Formal presentation. During this type of show, there is a dedicated time where the mingling pauses and the TK makes a presentation to the room full of guests. She might discuss Matilda Jane's story, what sets us apart, and highlight the products from the current launch. She also presents clothing mix and match suggestions and outfit pairing ideas to increase her sales. Open house. This type of show is more informal, with a casual, come-as-you-are type feel. Guests can pop in at any time during the allotted window and browse at their leisure. The trunk keeper stands at the rack and acts as a personal stylist for each guest. The MJC Trunk Show experience. It begins with the greeting, be a personal stylist, build a relationship. Then it talks about best order-taking practices. Always ask. You never know until you ask. Ask if a guest is interested in a coordinating item. Ask if they want to be a Jane. Ask if they know anybody who would. Asking questions is the best way to get information and commitment. Don't be afraid. And when we ask direct questions for the best desired results. For instance, instead of, would you like to host a show? Ask, I'm currently booking for September shows. Does a Friday work best for you? Assume they want to be a Jane and formulate your questions from there. That type of tactic, that type of marketing tactic is nothing new, and this is something that happens beyond just MLM companies, but MLM companies use this a lot. Chapter 5 goes over the Janes. So this is talking about the people who are hosting these shows for you. The perks I already went over in part 1, so I'm not going to go over that in this part. It goes more in depth about the show itself and what you do at the show, how you manage a guest list, how to invite people and things of that nature, refreshments. So this is something I want to go over because this is this type of MLM model, or not model, but the way that they promote their products is very, I would say, kind of old school. So if you remember going to Mary Kay parties with your mom or your grandma or whoever, this is how they were set up back then. And when I talk about how if some people still do those in-home parties or those in-person parties, they need to take account all of the other expenses that come with that. The gas that it took you to get there. How many miles did it take you to get there because of depreciation on your vehicle? Or if you're purchasing refreshments. So in this case, it says refreshments. Again, repeat that simple is key. Most choose to have refreshments, but it doesn't have to be expensive or fancy. We suggest something salty and something sweet to eat as well as offering both an alcoholic and non-alcoholic drink. A cheese tray, a cake, wine, and lemonade are examples of great but simple choices. We promise your friends won't care if the goodies are store-bought. Obviously, it can vary based on the time of day and location. If at an outside location, please check the policy on providing food and alcohol. They talk about constantly growing your customer and Jane base. One thing to keep in mind in this business is that things change and you never want to be caught relying on the same group of Janes for your business to exist. You continuously want to grow your circle and seek out new potential Janes. Your ongoing goal should be to book 2 new Janes at every trunk show. By adding 2 new trunk shows for every one that you hold, your business will continuously grow. By adding new Janes, you, in turn, add new customers. This is an MGC best practice for growing and maintaining a successful business. A successful MJC trunk keeper appreciates and takes care of her current Janes while continuously seeking new ones. Complacency is the enemy of success. My question with this is they were talking about how you can run your business with just 2 hours a day. So with a show like this is going to take more than 2 hours of your day. So for the people who really don't have the time to do this, because you have to factor in driving to and from, going to pick up refreshments, making sure that you have all of your stuff, packing up your car, etc. That's going to take more than 2 hours a day. So how can you fit it into 2 hours a day? I found the overcoming objections section pretty interesting, but it says, your Jane may be hesitant to commit or decline using a common objection. This presents an opportunity for you to educate, reassure, and discuss what is holding her back. Below are a few ideas for overcoming common objectives and explaining the benefits of hosting a trunk show. I understand these are marketing tactics that are used everywhere, but I wanted to kind of bring these to light for anyone who maybe is being pitched and can see that these reps don't really care. It's all a marketing tactic. But let's say that you respond to them with, I don't have enough time, or I'm just too busy. Their response will be something along the lines of, I hear you, we're all so busy these days. One of the great things about hosting a show is that it gives you an opportunity to take a little break from the chaos and catch up with friends in a fun, relaxing environment. What if you say, I don't know enough people? Their response, a great way to increase the guest list is to ask everyone to invite a friend. That's an easy way to double the guests. I don't have a place to host. Matilda Jane trunk shows are simple. You don't need a fancy place. It could be a living room or even another venue such as the community center. If you're not comfortable hosting in your home, I can help you find a location that works for you. You may even want to offer your own home. I find this to be a little, not even awkward, but it can be dangerous. The reason why is because you do not know who you're inviting into your home. If you're telling your friends to invite someone or bring someone with them, how do you know that the person they're bringing is trustworthy? Because maybe you have a good judge of character, but maybe your friend doesn't have a good judge of character. So that's number one. Number two, if you're a rep for Matilda Jane and you're possibly offering your own home, that's a little scary because you have no idea who is showing up at your home. You have no idea. And more times than not, if you are one of the targets that are a single mom or stay-at-home mom, or maybe even a working mom, you probably have children around. Your children are probably home. So you're putting a lot of people's lives in danger. And I know that this is worst case scenario. I know some people are going to say that I'm over dramatic. Some people might even say that I've watched too many movies or I've looked into too many true crime cases or something along those lines. But these are things that sometimes people don't think of, and I just want to warn people because you don't know. You never know. The next objection to overcome is there'd be too much overlap. I have the same friends as Amy who just had a party. Not everyone was able to come to Amy's, so even though you might invite the same guests, this will provide an opportunity for those that missed to come. Also, I'm sure there are several that didn't get to order everything they wanted, so you'll be giving them a second opportunity. Remind them that we add to our collection each month, allowing plenty of opportunity for everyone to make additional purchases. I do hope that when this objection comes up, that this friend Amy that they're talking about in this portion had the same Matilda Jane rep come to her home, and it's not another Matilda Jane rep, because that would be really shitty to be poaching other people's potential customers or potential recruits. That would just be really bad. The next objection, I'm not sure of a good date. The response, it's impossible to find a perfect time for everyone. Let's pencil in 2 tentative dates. Then you can check with, say, 5 people to find out which one would be best. I'll give you a call tomorrow to find out which is the better date for you. To any reps that maybe come across this video, to any potential reps, please keep in mind that sometimes these objections they're just trying to be nice to you. They're just trying to let you down easy. They're being a friend who wants to be supportive, but maybe they don't agree with MLMs. Maybe they didn't like the party. Maybe they didn't like the clothes. Maybe they didn't like how you presented things. This can just be a way of them letting you down easy. That's why whenever I see these overcoming objections or the MLM companies trying to teach our reps how to do this, it's almost as if they're constantly putting it into your head, and this was put into my head. No doesn't mean no, it means not right now. So in their minds, they're thinking, I'm just gonna keep going until this person finally says yes. But this is how, when you're in an MLM, you lose friendships. Some people have lost their marriages. They've gotten divorces because of these MLM companies. This is how it happens because you're constantly just trying to badger your friends and your family when they might just be too nice for their own good, and they're just trying to let you down easy, and they're going to get annoyed, they're going to leave your side, and they're going to be unsupportive. And maybe, just maybe, they'll come across some videos on YouTube, and then they'll learn more about MLMs, become their personal stylist. Get to know your customers' buying habits so you can suggest new pieces to complement previous purchases. You might want to email a suggested wish list with each new release. Check in with her regularly so you'll know if she has a special event coming up and might be interested in new pieces. Family reunion, photo session, special holiday, etc. You can also go the extra step and offer her a personal styling appointment where she can bring her daughters and invite friends. Over time, you'll build a long-lasting relationship and truly become a personal stylist. This does not sound like this could be a part-time job. This literally sounds like a full-time job. Memorizing the names of all pieces and their prices can help tremendously at trunk shows. Doing so means less time looking things up and more time interacting with customers. Still, please keep in mind that not every item comes in every size, so try to familiarize yourself with each collection. MJC has items for infants, girls, tweens, and women. Work your business all month long. At Matilda Jane, we encourage you to work your business the entire month. The monthly releases should be a bonus, not a driver. In other words, don't count on specials or promos to build your business. Matilda Jane loves to be unpredictable, so don't plan around programming and release dates because you never know what surprises might be in store. Continue to work your business throughout the entire month and you'll succeed. Booking shows during the entire month is an MJC best practice. Focusing only on release day will not set you up for success. Even if an item sells out, we still have a large assortment for customers to choose from all month long. Something to add here is there was one article when I was working on part 1 of this two-parter of Matilda Jane. And in that article, it talked about how there was a complaint from someone saying that they were really upset because they had contacted their rep and it was some kind of promo or new release or the bonus, whatever they're talking about in this portion of the success guide. And they were really upset because the products had sold out. So this is why, another reason, because they're covering their butts here to make sure that you work throughout the month so that you're not focusing on those special surprises, so to speak. And then you have angry customers because your customers didn't get what they wanted because maybe it was like a limited edition or a limited run or something like that. Participate in ongoing training and coaching. Matilda Jane provides regular training sessions and information on relevant topics. Some of these tools come in the form of a video or PowerPoint presentation you can view at your own convenience. Other times, you'll have access to call-in training sessions led by the company leaders on different topics. Take advantage of these training tools. There is a wealth of knowledge at your fingertips, so get involved and participate in all that you can. You may come away with helpful tips or best practices that can greatly increase your sales volume or other objectives. I'm pretty sure that these trainings are probably very similar to all of the other trainings that we've seen with these MLM companies. But again, they talk about how you could work this business with only a few hours a day. But some of these training calls and some of these coaching sessions, so to speak, are over an hour long. Some of them are less, but more times than not, they're an hour long, if not more. Chapter 7, setting yourself up for success. And this is where they talk about what do you believe. Beliefs are our perception of what is true. This perception is something you can control, determined by your self-talk. Doesn't this sound a little bit concerning? Other things you can control: attitude, outward sign of your beliefs, action, effort you put forth. Things you cannot control: response, how others respond to you, results, your success and outcome. When the things you can control are positive, the things that you cannot control are most often positive as well. Oy, toxic positivity at its freaking peak here. At Matilda Jane, we choose to focus on the things we can control and practice positive thinking and respect for others. We believe that if we work hard and do what we know is right, we will succeed. Success starts with you. When you have a positive belief about something, your actions and attitude will fall in alignment with that belief. It is important that your self-talk creates a positive belief within yourself. Then it goes over different phrases of self-talk. And honestly, this is so alarming that they have this, because then it's followed by own it, claim it, believe it, and proclaim it. Remember, you are a boutique business owner. No, you're not. That defines her own success. You're a professional that self-promotes her business in an effective and respectful way. If you don't believe this about yourself, write this statement down and put it on your desk or your bathroom mirror. Read it every day until your beliefs line up with this statement. Believe in our company. Believe in our product. Believe in your home office team. Believe in yourself. Another shift that some of you might have to make is one from the mindset of an employee to the mindset of an entrepreneur. Well, guess what? You're still an employee because you're working for this company. You have no control over the designs, the pricing, the sales, nothing. So you are still an employee. You are not a business owner. There is one portion of this paragraph that says, but even the best hear no over and over. In fact, they probably hear it more because they ask more. Stop thinking of no as a negative word. Reframe your thinking to realize you're just one step closer to yes. So basically, they're just sitting here and telling you to consistently annoy people until you get someone that says yes. This just screams desperation. 7 character traits of successful people. They work hard, they're honest, they persevere, they're friendly, they're lifelong earners, they over-deliver, they seek solutions. If you are like most people, you like a to-do list. If we were to give you a to-do list that the most successful trunk keepers follow on a consistent basis, the 10 steps below would be that list. Those 10 steps include: 1. Set goals. 2. Make lists. 3. Have enthusiasm. 4. Ask. 5. Expect no's. 6. Schedule time wisely. 7. Be positive. 8. Have a dedicated office area. 9. Get involved. 10. Handle money smartly. But here's something that I want Matilda Jane people to answer. Why is it that this entire guide to success is just fluff? It's just fluff. There is no useful information here on how to really, truly grow your business. This is all fluff. This has no substance, really. It's all about being positive, and it's all about working hard. But yet you can work this business in 2 hours a day. Do you see what I'm getting at here? These MLM companies, they never, ever give you any kind of information of substance. They go over some of the things that I went over with the compensation plan, but they talk about 2 ways to earn money: your sales of others, recruiting, why should you consider building a team. If you're considering growing a team at Matilda Jane, it's a good idea to pause and ask yourself the following questions. Do you love to build and grow and have a desire to lead a team? Do you enjoy helping others achieve success? Do you like working with like-minded people? Does growing a team that fosters an environment of support and loyalty appeal to you? Do you want the opportunity to continue to grow your income? If you answered overwhelmingly yes, then it might be the right time for you to grow your business. Notice how they add all of these other things into this and have the whole opportunity to continue to grow your income as the last one. It's because they're trying to make it seem like you're helping people. They're trying to brainwashed you into thinking that this is such a great opportunity and that you just want to tell people about the opportunity, not for your own financial gain, but to help others, to be able to lead a team, to work with like-minded people, to have an environment, and for people to be loyal to you. Honestly, it sounds like they're trying to create a cult leader, if you ask me. Allegedly, in my opinion. So I'm not going to continue going over the rest of the success guide, and I'm sure that you guys kind of catch my drift at this point. You understand where the success guide is going. There's no information of substance. It's all fluff. So I think we can all come to that conclusion. But as I said, it will be linked below in case you want to read the whole thing. It is 48 pages worth of no substance. Literally, that's what it is. It's 48 pages of nothing. In my opinion, I know that there are some people out there that probably worked really hard on this success guide, and I'm really not trying to be very critical of you, but sorry, not sorry. I'm basically being very critical of you. But with all that being said, if you have watched up to here, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye!